Okay. Okay, got it. Oh, hey, folks, it's Don Christensen with It's Historical, your virtual tour of Northern Illinois. Today we are in Sycamore, Illinois, and we are looking at what looks like a giant courthouse, and that's actually what it is now. But it was originally the first house built here in Sycamore. It was built by a man named William Sycamore. They named the town of Sycamore after him. William Sycamore. He built it in 1793. 1793, and much like many people of that time, he came out west, and he did so because he was oppressed. People did not like the choices he was making in his life. William Sycamore did not. He was not a Protestant man, which most of the country was in 1793. He was actually Rastafarian. And so they were like, this is not acceptable. And so he was like, well, forget you. He said F you, but forget, not the other word. And he came out to Illinois and built his very large house. As you can see, it's very large. It's stone. It's a neo something, and he built it, and this was before indoor plumbing was finalized as a thing, and so it didn't have any bathrooms inside, but it had 4 outhouses behind it. It had eight bedrooms, 2 ballrooms, a kitchen. Yeah, and it was there. Now, William Sycamore lived by himself. He was a bachelor, so they said that he had enough bedrooms that he could sleep in a different room every day of the week, plus a spare in case one was out of order. I don't know how it would be out of order. I mean, they're bedrooms. They're not anything fancy, and it was before most mechanical engineering that we know today. So I don't know what was going on in those rooms to make them out of order. Now, William Sycamore lived a long life, at least for that time period. He lived until he was 65. He died in the building behind me. He died in the kitchen. He actually he had roasted a whole chicken, and he had not removed the wishbone. And when he accidentally swallowed the wishbone, he swallowed it, the pointy end first, and then it spreads out like this. And it's got stuck in his throat, like it just started to go down, and then it spread, and he couldn't get it back out. He tried to vomit. He put his finger in his mouth, but they kind of worked like spurs, like that. And he choked to death because he couldn't get it out. And, they say that, you can't choke to death if your airway isn't fully blocked, so the little bone by itself would not. But he didn't realize it at first, and so he kept eating chicken, and so there was a whole wad of chicken in his throat just above the bone, and that's what made him choke and die. So there you go. I'm Don Christensen. This is It's Historical.
Memoriam Development.